The financial reality. What your parents' home is really costing them. Most parents will tell you, our home doesn't cost that much anymore. The mortgage might be low or even gone. So it feels like the place is mostly affordable and it's an easy place to live. Here's the question. What is the total cost of staying in that home? Because once you look at the full picture, the answer can be very different than what you had expected. Hi there, and welcome back. I'm Penelope Tzougros, PhD, CHFC, CLU, financial planner, and author of Your Home Sweet Home. Before we begin, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. I want to invite you, if you're trying to understand the financial reality of your parents' home, please leave your questions in the comment box. I read them, and I often create new videos based on your family situation, your questions, your comments. They'll help you, and they may help other people as well as I answer those. Why the house feels affordable? Well, let's start with why the belief is so common. When the mortgage is low or paid off, the home feels inexpensive. Compared to rent or a new purchase, it feels like we're already here. Why would we want to live someplace else? Why would we want to leave? And emotionally, that makes sense. But financially, that's only part of the story. What's the core issue? The core issue is most families think about housing costs in very limited ways. They look at the mortgage, property taxes, utilities, and they stop there. But those are only the visible major costs. The real cost of a home includes much, much more, a whole list of things. What's missing from the calculation? Well, let's expand the picture, because this is where things start to shift. Maintenance and repairs. Every home requires ongoing maintenance, roof repairs, appliances, plumbing, electrical, exterior upkeep. Some years are quiet, other years are expensive. But over time, these costs are not optional. They are inevitable and they go up. Irregular but real costs. Then there are the costs that don't show up monthly but still matter. Replacing a furnace, fixing a roof, upgrading windows, major repairs. These are often treated as one-time expenses, but in reality, they are part of the long-term cost of staying in that home. Yeah, that cost is often deferred, and deferred maintenance, that's where it gets more important, because when maintenance is delayed, which often happens, costs don't disappear, they grow. Small issues become larger ones. Affordable repairs become expensive projects. And when there's time to sell, if those deferred things are maintenance that was important, it can reduce the value of the house significantly. So then what have you done? You've lowered the cost of the house when you want and have to sell it. Let me pause here. We never actually calculated this. You're not alone. Most families haven't calculated what the whole cost of the house is. But it is the question that has to be asked. So leave your comments below, because once you see the full picture, decisions become much clearer. There's also the mind share cost. Talk about something that doesn't show up on a spreadsheet, but absolutely matters. Mental load. Owning a home requires constant attention. scheduling repairs, finding contractors, managing issues, thinking about what might go wrong. For some people, that's manageable. For others, specifically later in life, it becomes exhausting. It's something running in the back of your head all the time. Physical cost is also physical cost. Even if your parents hire help for the major tasks, there's still daily responsibilities: cleaning, organizing, managing the space, moving through the house comfortably and safely. And over time, those demands can quietly increase. Opportunity cost. Now, let's go to the level deeper. Opportunity cost, money spent managing a home, is money that cannot be used elsewhere for travel, experiences, health, support services. So the question becomes, is the home supporting their lifestyle or limiting it? The cash flow reality. Here's where this becomes very real. Many retirees are living on fixed income, Social Security, retirement savings. If housing costs are underestimated, they may feel like they have more flexibility than they actually do. And when unexpected expenses show up, that creates more stress. Where's the money going to come from? Why this matters? This isn't about pushing anyone to move. It's about clarity. Because once you understand the true cost of the home, you can compare it to alternatives. And that's where the informed decisions begin. What do you want to do next? If you're helping your parents with this, start simple. Sit down and ask, what are the monthly costs? What are the annual costs? What major repairs are likely to happen in the next 5 to 10 years? You don't need perfect numbers, you need realistic ones, because even a rough estimate is a far better thing than a guess. Connecting back to the bigger picture. Remember, this is not about financial exercise. It's a lifestyle one. The goal is not how do we keep the house at all costs. The goal is what living situation supports the best quality of life and moving forward, here or there. A home may feel like the most affordable option, but until you understand the full cost, you don't really know. And once you do, you gain something incredibly valuable. Clarity and a way to make a good decision. If this is something you're starting to think about, I really encourage you to leave a question or comment in the box below. Tell me what your situation is. Tell me what you're trying to do to figure out. Tell me where you feel uncertain. I read your comments, and perhaps I'll make a video addressing just those. Of course, everything confidential. But it may be a video that helps you and helps others. There's also more you can learn in my book, Your Home, Sweet Home, and on my website, wealthychoices.com. So I encourage you to look in both those places. And before you go, please leave a comment, subscribe to the video, give us a like. Do you think your parents' home costs more than they realize, or less?